Lotus 420 is already in the house. Hit that like button first. I like it, man. Appreciate it, bro. Hope everybody's doing good today. Have another good session of getting this beast of a truck tore down and cleaned up. So I guess let me start this off right. Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another edition of the Nitro Addiction Live. This is just sitting here for looks. This is pretty much ready to go back in. We'll leave it sit right here until we get a few more people in. How are you doing today, Mr. Lotus 420? Hell yeah, Nitro RC. What's up, brother? Suck it. I like it. I have to say, Lotus, it's the first time I had somebody waiting on me, so I do appreciate that, brother. Maybe in the future we'll have more people sitting there ready for the Nitro Addiction. We'll let a few more people get in here, and then we'll start tearing down more of this truck. Hell, we may even get around to scrubbing some parts tonight. Lotus says I'm good, getting ready to rip the big block T-Max. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's storming here again, so I don't get to play. So be headed out for a bit in a few. Hey, not a problem, man. We'll probably be here for a couple hours anyways, so I'm sure we'll be here when you get back. Sweet, Hybrid's already up in the house. What's up, brother? Appreciate you. Hey, man, we got storms on opposite sides of the globe, man. That's freaking awesome. MGT time again? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is just here for eye candy. Just waiting on a few more people to get in here, and then we'll start doing some more tear down in this truck. I'm hoping here pretty soon to start getting a few pieces for the old Savage. I'm getting itchy. Katie's in the house. My day's been pretty good. Had a nice busy work day, made it go by fast, and now I get to do some relaxing and some wrenching on the old MGT. Appreciate everybody joining. I had a few people saying that they're not getting the notifications when I'm doing these lives. I wish YouTube would get their shit straight. I don't know if you guys are getting notifications or if you just happen to come by it and we're here or whatever the case is, but I'm glad you guys are here, and I hope everybody's going to start getting notifications here at some point. I'd go kick the air on. It's a little bit warm in here. Lotus says it just happened to look. Yeah, I mean, I had often a guy hit me up, and he was watching the rerun of the live, and he's like, "Sorry, bro, I didn't get the notification." I mean, if you guys don't get it, it's all good. That's what the reruns are there for. It's always so much funner when people are here, though. I wish YouTube would get it straightened out. Always looking at YouTube. Yeah, me too. Me too, brother. All right, well, we'll go ahead and get started on this. Let's see, so I've got the whole rear end tore down. I don't feel like getting the old wash tub out now, so I'm just going to bag these parts up separately. mean, I guess if you guys want to see me fill up the wash bin and do some scrubbing, let me know, but we're just gonna continue tearing it down for the moment. Didn't get all the bearings out of this one. I like doing this or washing them separately just so there's no confusion on where the parts go. Makes it easier for the rebuild. And we'll give all this a good scrubbing when it's time. So we got that mess out of the way. Let's see. JR Moto, what's up? Glad you could join. Yeah, next week, I'm hoping it's better out. I got some new tires for my buggies. Some new on-road tires. Anybody that was here last night got to see them. I put out a couple shorts on them today, so interested to see how they're going to do on the road. Just trying to get this bearing cleaned up a little bit here. Does anybody know how many different RC models come with these little spacers in between the bearings that are inside the wheel hubs? I think this is one of the few vehicles that I've ever messed with that has it. Ooh, sorry guys. Make it look like an earthquake here. They're called crush washers. Ah, learned something new today. Thank you. I always think of a crush washer as like a washer that's either beveled like that, or even like a lock washer where it's got the separation in it. You know, to where they're set like that, and then you crush it down flat. I've never seen one where it just looks like a bushing. Alright, there she is in all her dirty glory. Jared Moto says, "Sup Lotus, awesome boat, bud." I think I missed that one. Man, videos just started popping up on my feed today, and between work and getting ready for this, I haven't had a chance to watch them. And Chino, I don't know if he's going to join us tonight, but man, his videos just keep popping up. It's like he puts out 10 at a time. All right. So. Yep, 10 at a time. Yeah, that's a lot of videos, but I mean, when you got that many RCs, I guess it's not hard to put out that many videos. But I mean, hell, a lot of you guys in here with these Nitro channels have a lot of RCs compared to me. I only have like 7 or 8 of them. And Chino, he's got some good stuff going on. That dude's got a lot of awesome monster trucks. Oh. Come on, gather. I guess it stood it into that piece. Let's see. Yeah, if you guys can't tell, I'm still just kind of winging it on this truck as to what I take apart first. Probably like a good order of taking this stuff apart, but I don't know it. What I am going to do is print off an exploded diagram of how this truck goes back together. Otherwise, this series would last a month. Let's see. It's so hard to get to some of this stuff. Channel locks seem awful big for that little nut, but man, I've seen everybody put out all these videos of their Savages and really getting the itch. Can't wait to get my Savage running. I'm gonna have to start working on it here pretty soon. Let's see. All right, sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the comments here. Jared's Moto says, I'd break up the videos into 4 instead of doing an hour-long video. I mean, I don't know, we're just going to work on it and until it's done. Hybrid says, I don't know, bro, I would just wash in the sink, you know? Yeah, I mean, I know, but I don't know. It's also kind of fun taking it apart and going through everything, so had a washer just kind of pop up. I have no idea where that goes. I think it has something to do with the steering knuckle. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to make sure that we get it cleaned up really good, so. I also like doing this, see if I got any broken pieces hiding in there anywhere. Nope, wrong size. Yeah, the Savages, they're a lot easier to take apart. If they hadn't set for 4 years, I wouldn't worry so much about breaking all my RCs down, but they're just sitting in all this dirt and grease and whatever. It's kind of gooey. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take this off. To get to the bottom, to get to those bottom arms, hinge pins. Sorry, couldn't speak. Yeah, usually when I get a new used RC, I tear them down completely, and then when mine sit around for years. Let's see. Oh, hybrid, are you talking about leave all the mechanical stuff in? Um, Yes, it's good content. Agreed. You're talking about tearing this down. I'm sorry, guys. I got lost in the comments here. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And most of it seems to be in pretty good shape. But we'll find out. Yeah, because I also like to get into the diffs and make sure that they have some good diff fluid in them. That guy there's got some crookedness to it. Thanks, Hybrid. Hybrid says it's going to be a great truck when you're done. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Get it all rejuvenated. But yeah, I hate bent screws. I know it's not the end of the world, but I guess you could say it's a little bit of OCD. I'm hoping here pretty soon we'll get this thing fired up for you guys. Have a nice bash session. But it'll be an easy bash session because I don't want to break it. Too hard to find parts. Usually these are the ones that are bent. These hinge pins. Yeah, these things get covered in some nasty, grimy dirt. These are nice, beefy hinge pins, and haven't found any yet that are bent, so that's a good thing. Oh, I thought I pulled all these pins out. Apparently I did not. What did I do with it? There we go. So I was looking for some of my wheel stuff and engine mount screws. Keep all that together. He said, but yes, screws should be straight. What is up, Bob's RC? Welcome back, brother. He says, what? Bent? Yeah, she was a little crooked. It's amazing how, the screws are right here in one general area. One's bent, but none of the rest are. Or, actually, I guess I was wrong. So it seemed like both off of the driver's side are bent. I wonder, years back, my son hit a fence post, and it broke. Really, all it did was it broke this. I'm wondering if that's when that happened. Just jarred it back and then bent the two screws on that side. Those are easy to replace, though. Yeah, they're both off the driver's side. Or, for your people that are across the pond, it'd be the left side of the car. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you guys can see that, but the right side of it, they seem pretty straight. I can't remember which side he hit. I think it was the driver's side. That's been years back, but I do have a video of it on YouTube. It was kind of funny. He was like, "Oh, will that break it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that'll break it." Next thing you know, the wheels are both cocked in like this. I always did think these pillow ball setups were a pain in the butt. I guess that's another debate to have amongst the RC world. What do you guys prefer, pillow ball or C-hubs? But another reason I'd like to strip it all the way down like this is I don't want the metals rusting. Back in the day, I used to wash. I think it was my original Savage. I would just take out the motor and the electronics and wash it, and ended up with some rusted screws and bearings. But of course, this one, I'd use it out in the water and snow, and then hit it with WD-40. I never had that issue, so maybe I just didn't get enough WD-40 on it or something. Out of all those, whatever you call these, the ball holders or whatever, not for sure what these are called. These things are bright white and brand new looking. I wonder if this is the driver's side. It's got to be the one that I replaced. And compare these to the rest of them, because I think I replaced these as well since I had it out. I don't remember exactly, but these definitely look different than all the rest. Because even the ones coming off the rear, they're actually browner than that one. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see here. Question for you guys. Pick one MGT Revo, LST, or Savage. Nitro RC says LST. Hybrid Rider is a tough pick. Hybrid likes the LST XXL model. Oh, you guys are right-hand drive down there? For some reason, I guess I just assumed that. Or yeah, it's on the right side of the car. Yeah, just like what they do in England. Then we drive on the left. XXL is faster. Testing can't really explain why. It's 2 miles faster. What, than the Savage? I really do like the Savage platform. I've never had the luxury of owning an LST. I would love to have one, or especially back, when they were a little more readily available. I never did come across them when I was searching. I think I might have come across one that was in pretty rough shape. And they wanted a lot of money for it, so I didn't end up getting it, but just like my other ones, once I get this back together, I'll just I actually have an air compressor I've been meaning to get out so I could blow off all the loose stuff when I'm done running. He says, yes, mate, you were lefties. Hey, baby, how you doing, mama? Let's see. Of course, every day. Smoking weed every day. There's a lot of 420 or weed smoking RC channels on here. I found out. Sit still. Wrong size. Okay, so those steering posts are just going to turn. Not that one. I may not be able to get this one to come loose until I pull the... I'm going to have to pull the top off. Something's just free spinning in there. But... Man, they use so many different types of screws in this thing. All right. Let's see here. Well, that screw is loose. Let's see, how's the debate going over here? Let's see, that would be fun to drive RCs while stump. Been there, done that. I tell you what, just like driving real cars, you don't want to drink and drive RCs. It makes it tough. I never crashed at anything, but I always feel like I'm going to. It's definitely difficult. You know, even something as simple as an RC. The only way. Smoking fly. Hey, Hybrid, I take it you're still a wrestling fan? Yeah, got it up. Yeah, these Nitro World Order. These differentials and these MGTs are pretty beefy. It definitely feels like it could use some diff oil in there. quit being stubborn. Well, maybe he slipped out for a minute. Anyways, I was just curious if anybody's seen the latest wrestling deal. We had old Jake Paul in there. They made it look like Patrick Mahomes gave him his rings. Oh, your smoke bombs? Down in the garage, the motor tubes that are screwed to the board, there is the one that's on top, they're kind of setting inside of that. If you want any more of the packages, they're in the tubes. I don't know how hard they are to get to. They're pretty heavy with all the fireworks that are in there, so. But yeah, that one box that we had out and loose should be sitting on literally inside of one of those racks. All right, you're welcome. Have fun. Oh, the screwdriver doesn't even work for that. Yeah, we ordered some fireworks and what do they call it? We ordered like a big box of them instead of going to the store and just buying one or two things. Buy like a whole case. Damn it, there's a name for it. I don't know what it is. Well, I can't come up with the words when I'm trying to say it. But anyways, about a whole box of these smoke bombs, and they're huge sticks. I don't know, like 6 inches long and probably about that big around. And this smoked for a minute and a half, something like that. They're pretty cool. So there's the steering rack. As you can see, these are just bushings, no bearings in these. Man, this thing's got a tons of screws in it. Let's see if I can get this so you guys can see. Damn it. I'm putting these little screws in the wrong bag. That's alright, we'll dig them out when we need them. Yeah, one of the things I found to make it easier putting this back together is you do it in sections, you know, front, rear, or the center, whatever. Keep it all this, you know, the same. Keep all the screws separated in different baggies. And then when you go to put it back together, you lay out all your different screws. You got the different types, different lengths. Of course, have the exploded diagram with you, and then it makes it a lot easier. One, trying to find the screws, but two, just trying to decipher out all the different sizes and styles. I would never thought that these little tiny screws holding that big old chunky transmission. And there's a lot of them, but still they're kind of tiny. Where'd my needle nose go? Awesome. I've seen a couple more people have hit the like button. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please do so. Let's see here. That's right. I'll keep these together because the screw seems longer than the rest of them. Fix those up separately. I don't know how many of you guys saw Chino's video where he was doing the LST and the Savage comparison. And he was saying like the LST basically sits lower, handles better, corners better. Yeah, a long time ago, I took the shocks apart and like inside of here, under the actual like the piston itself, I cut them all the same length. I don't know, maybe a quarter of an inch of fuel tubing, and stuck in there, and then put it all back together. You know, so that it, instead of having full extension, it, you know, it shortened them up like so, lowered the ride, the ride height of it, so it'll still flip over, but handles a lot better that way. You want me to take that off before you're gonna come out? All right. I thought that's what it was gonna make me do, but come on, brother. That is a beefy transmission. One thing I haven't looked into in a long time is to see if I can still get these gears. Probably getting pretty hard to get them now. But we'll make that its own separate project. Sweet, you guys doing a couple more lights. Thank you, appreciate it. Let's see. I think this is the only fuel tank I've ever seen that has more than 2 screws in it. And yes, like I said, it's set for a long time. It's got jelly in it. And it's orange because it was Byron's. Oh, hell yeah, watching me on the big screen. I bet that's weird. Thank you, appreciate that. Very supportive wife and family. Always got to appreciate that. What's up, all aspects? How you doing, brother? When you gonna make it back up to St. Joe? We need to get together. Byron was the best. Yeah, I really liked it. I don't have a lot of different things to compare to say best or worst. Definitely think it's better than the Traxxas fuel, that's for damn sure. Traxxas fuel is nothing but a bunch of oil. All Aspects says he's going to be headed out there this summer. Hell yeah. Hit me up. You ever been to Fast Lanes in Blue Springs, which is in the Kansas City area? They got a hell of a track. I think they even do regionals there, if I'm not mistaken. That's interesting. So, oops. This is the front hinge pin holder. And then these two holes are where the rear was. See how these are straight? And then these are angled. It's pretty interesting. No, but I've been to Fast Tracks here. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think it's called Fast Lanes. They got a pretty cool outdoor track. I think that's probably the best outdoor track closest to my home. Up in Lincoln, I've only been there once, but they got a really nice outdoor track, and it's like the grandstands, or where the stands where you drive from. They sit in the middle in between the off-road and the on-road track. It's a pretty neat setup they got there. I went and watched one time. I didn't get to drive on it though. Yeah, so like I was saying, these front ones are angled, and then the rear is straight. Never realized the difference. Let me do some with these screws here real quick. See what we got going in the comments. Let's see. That's for adjustable casters. You talking about the way that it's angled? Bob says, I've never owned a Traxxas. Don't think I can support a company that sues everybody else. I feel the same way, brother. I mean, I have a Rustler. And I don't really run it very much, and then I have a couple of JADOs, but they were bought used, so I don't feel like I'm directly contributing to the company unless I actually buy parts. But yeah, I really don't like getting Traxxas stuff that much, just like what you're saying. I mean, if they're gonna sue a company like HPI because they put a freaking seal on the battery box, I mean, why wouldn't you put a seal on it, That's just dumb. You can't patent everything and then sue people because they got better product. Well, sorry, in my opinion. I know Traxxas is everywhere and a little more readily available, but I appreciate HPI and their product. All right, we have a a couple of hidden screws. Ah, there you are. Well, I got it off. Didn't quite want to do it that way. I thought that it was attached here still, so I didn't think it was going to fall off like that. Looks like a few new people just got on. Appreciate everybody for joining. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. Appreciate it very much. Alright, so for some people that just joined, don't really know for sure what we're doing here. This is what's left of a MGT 4.6. It was all nasty, sat around for a few years, so we're just cleaning it up real good. Just gotta find all the screws that hold all this shit on here. Found the last two screws that hold all that on. That's pretty interesting. So it's a lot like my my techno buggy, how the radio tray and the like all the electronics go into one tray. So I got the same thing going on here. This is where I put the plastic dip on it, trying to make my servo waterproof. And that's got an old 1256 on it. Nice. Yeah, it's been so long I don't remember. I guess the steering servo went out, so looks like I replaced it. But man, it's been a while. I don't remember exactly. Come on. Put this in. There's one steering post out. Steering post screws are pretty nasty. So all aspects, when you make it up this way, you're going to bring your savages with you. Man, I'm way behind on comments. Woogie, what is up, brother? Glad you can make it, man. Let's see, we was way up here in the comments. Bob says, everybody has tracks as I walk my own path. Hell yeah. Lowe's 420. I'm back. Another clutch bell killed. A boa 4 tracks his clutch bell 0. I'm sorry, but I hate it when things quit running on us, you know, but it's kind of funny the way you bring that out. Let's see here. So much open areas out your way. Yeah, I mean, a lot of wooded, tall grass. You know, I mean, it's summertime, it's green here, full of trees and weeds. But, yeah, I mean, we can definitely find a good spot to run. Hell, even some of the, like farmland, you know, some of those areas, they leave nice, you know, spots open. Let's see. All aspects, I don't run anything, Traxxas. The Jado is dope. Yes, Woogie. I have a Jado. There's a lot of stuff that I'd like to do with it, but it is pretty slick. I think I started some shit with the King of Nitro Monster Truck King. Man, I haven't seen how many you've got, but I know freaking Chino's got a ridiculous amount. And Dodger Boy, I'm surprised Dodger Boy's not here. That guy has a shit ton. Yeah, it was a pretty slick Baja video you put out there earlier, Woogie. I enjoyed it. King Motor Servo. I've never used them. I've heard about them. I think the front chassis got bent when it smashed into the picnic bag. Yeah, I hate running into stuff. Boy, I about shit myself when when I was doing that last live running, and I hit the curb and rolled over. I was so scared that I scratched up that purple head. That thing's too pretty to mess it up. Nitro RC Life, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Sorry, guys. Looks like I'm pretty far behind. Lotus says he needs to get the Robinson hardened bell. Yeah, but if you don't have the hardened spur at the same time, just start destroying the spur gear. I always hate when when the metals aren't matching, and they just start tearing each other up, or one's tearing up the other. It's one thing I like about running these the racer buggies. The bells and the spurs, they never really seem to to get mangled up. They don't really chew each other up that much. He says you got to drive better like me. I never hit curbs. Hey, I'm trying, brother. But it had been, doing some sliding and some drifting. I turned it just a hair too soon. But I don't know if any of you guys saw my shorts video. Check this out. Them things are slick. These GRPs, man, I can't wait to get them out there and run them. And then here's the other pair. I think these are the medium hards, and the other ones I just showed you guys are medium. Oh, hell yeah, nothing prettier than a purple-headed Italian. That is true. Except, one thing is, that Alpha's not Italian. It's Taiwan. Fit a few curves, you've seen some of my videos, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was in a big parking lot. Looks like a hotel or some kind of big, huge business. Not for sure exactly what that place is, but I was about to put a blunt together just for you, Bob. Let's see. What's it say? Nothing yours if you want it. What? Still owe you for the tears. Oh, you guys are communicating amongst yourselves. Yeah, I try to stay off the curbs. Sometimes easier said than done, though. one last screw, and I think this little case, yep, side piece is coming off. All right, guys, well, here's that solid one-piece aluminum chassis. It's actually a pretty slick design. Kind of a pain in the ass to get apart and put back together and stuff, but kind of neat. I don't remember what they called this. Like, does anybody know what they call this chassis? It's like it's all one solid piece. I've heard somebody say the name of it before, but I don't remember. Well, even the handle, it's got some beefy hardware in it. Man, the style that they even put, you know, the bling that they put into just the simplest things on, you know, with these MGTs. It's good looking stuff there. All aspects, if you answered me earlier when I asked a question, I didn't hear you. When you do make a trip, you going to bring your Savages? He says, hell yeah, at least 3. Well, I only own 2. I'm gonna try and have them both ready, but I should have this ready as well. But yeah, you know, if you know in advance when you're coming, give me some notice, and I'll be sure and you know, we'll make it a weekend or something. Alright, need to clean this up a little bit. Grab another bag. They look exactly the same. Oh, no, I can see a difference. No, maybe not. I think these are exactly the same. Just wonder if I get them mixed up, if I'm gonna have to fight it, but they look exactly the same. Nope, I do see a slight difference. So this is the rear, and this is the front. Alright, that's good to know. Yeah, probably a mistake to work on them at the same time then. Kind of surprising with running these plastic gears on these servos that they're still good. More I look at this, the more I don't want to mess with taking it apart. But I'm going to. You know, come to think of it, I don't think I pulled off a servo saver. Is that what this is? Is a servo saver? I've never messed with one like this. I bet that's what that is. It's almost got the same kind of design as the Savage. That's interesting. Something bad about having the 3 channels in the reverse. A lot of extra wires, a lot of extra everything. I think I've got these numbered. Yeah, there we go. That's number 2 for my throttle. It's number 3 for the reverse. And then of course this one is my steering. Yeah, and this switch never even worked when I got it. Even though this has barely been run, switch, it would never turn it on. So basically just bypassed it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I'm way behind now. All Aspect says, hell yeah, we got to barbecue. I mean, I live in Kansas City. I don't make the best barbecue, but we can go get some good barbecue unless you just want the experience of barbecuing. Yeah, there's some really good places around. We'll definitely get to go do that. Man, I miss good RC barbecue. Yeah, put it on the smoker and just run some nitro and smoke the meat. Yeah, I seen one of Texas live streams. It was pretty good. Yeah, Woogie, where is Texas? Have you seen him? Yes, Servo. Yep, I figured as much. Nitro RC. Let's see, he's around. He's been having to work full-time job at the post office. Hell yeah. Maybe he, hey, there he is. Speak of the devil. What is up, Texas Hill Country? Welcome to the live, brother. Appreciate you joining. I was just about to say, hopefully he doesn't go postal. That's some funny shit. His ears must have been burning. Yep, that is correct, Texas. We miss you doing your lives. I think I only caught one of them, but it was pretty good. Got some pretty nice RCs. Says, hey man, I'm here now. Awesome, brother. Appreciate it. So just to kind of show you what we've had going on here. You may not recognize that, but that there'd be the chassis to the MGT 4.6. We pretty much have it stripped down to basically everything's bare nothing. The only things I haven't gotten taken apart yet are the tranny, and that thing is a beast, and the differentials. So I definitely need to get the differentials. I want to get some new fuel or differential oil in them. Kind of nervous about that transmission though. Haven't decided. Let's see here. All right. Definitely created a hell of a mess though. Yeah, watching everybody like hype HPI'd Savage, Chino, all these people getting their a raw RC. Everybody's getting their freaking Savages out, and it's making me miss mine. So. Yes, Tex does have some pretty purple-headed Italians. So thanks, bud. Glad to be here. You guys enjoy my past live stream. Oh yeah, thought it was pretty good, sir. Lotus says, "Wait a minute. Which part of Australia is the part that's the same as standing on the sun? Isn't that the western part?" Nitro time. What is up? How you doing, brother? So Nitro's in the house. Hell yeah. Welcome to the live. We're a bunch of nitro addicted nitro heads here. Just doing a little restoration on the old MGT, the 4.6. All right, let's see what we got here. See if I can zoom in. Yes, those are good. It's fucking hot here in Western Australia. What's up, Kevin? Kevin's in the house. Welcome back. So many nitro guys in here. Hell yeah. Just keep spreading the word. I hope I don't get this out of frame because I can't see the screen. But yeah, just let everybody know, and we'll just keep these lives coming. I'm afraid I'm not getting stuff in the frame here. Oh. Sorry, guys. I don't have like a controller that does that. I have to use my touch screen. Nitro RC says over 100 in the summer. Yeah, it gets here in the Midwest, you know, it can hit 100 for a little bit, and it's so humid. I mean, it's ridiculous how hot it is here. There's more nitro guys in the hobby, and the hobby shares to the people. More nitro guys than the hobby shares to the people. Am I reading that wrong? If you're meaning like, yeah, the hobby stores, they don't do anything nitro anymore. I hear you, bro. I've been down in Phoenix in the summer, man. It is freaking hot. Yeah, it's dry. Not as bad as the humidity, but oh my God, when you see the heat rising up off the concrete, that's just too damn hot. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Trying to get myself a... There, now I know if I'm in camera or not. Yeah, I can't stand the heat either. I hate the heat. I love winter. At least Phoenix is dry. Yeah, it's dry, but I mean, hot is hot. I mean, the oven's dry too, but when you're cooking, you're cooking. But yeah, I absolutely cannot stand the humidity. That's the worst part about it. I spent a year and a half up in Minot, North Dakota, and it's which size is it? I don't have anything to take this nut off with. It's dry up there, low humidity. So in the summertime, when it says 100, it feels like 75, 80. And in the wintertime, when it says negative 65, I mean, it feels like negative 20 anywhere else just because there's no moisture in the air. Yeah, I got this with my old Red Cat kit way back in the day. Sweet. I have one that fits. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find another one of these spur gears. I get to thinking about it. I'm kind of afraid I'm gonna strip it out. Old school there. Let's see. Yes, AZ is way too freaking hot. But like here in Kansas City, I mean, the middle of summer, you know, midnight, uh, unless there's a nice cool breeze, I mean, it's still humid and just sucks. Do you have snow? You talking to the guys down in Australia? Yes, Texas, it does get hot down in there, down in Texas. Dallas sucks in the summer. And I've been to Houston, or I guess what you'd call Baytown, in February. And yeah, I got burnt. I didn't like it down there. And it smells like oil. Yeah, it's always hot and sweaty and wet. What part of Texas you guys from, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, I cannot stand the heat. Woogie says, ugh, snow. I love the snow. I really like driving in it. It's fun. But, I mean, if you're going to be cold, might as well have snow with it, or it's kind of a waste in my opinion. Let's keep the nitro alive. Yes, sir, Nitro Time. That is what we're trying to do, is keep the nitro alive. Yeah, hopefully next week it's nice outside. We'll do some more live nitro burning. If you guys missed the one from, there's a couple of them from last week. You can go to my archives and all the reruns are in there if you're interested. Let's see, how do you come off of there? Maybe with those screws. Alright, so let's... Trying to figure out what to take off first. Must be like a pin that runs through there. Yep, I was right. I love the blue aluminum that they put on here. Stock. I think it's pretty neat. It's going to be interesting to see the inside of this transmission. I've never actually looked inside one of these ones that have the reverse on it like that. That's one thing about the Savages. Those transmissions are pretty easy. How you just pop that top off. Top half of the gears are stuck to that. The bottom half just slide in and out. It's all pretty simple. This stuff here looks like freaking rocket science. Huh. Let's see. I think I'm getting behind on the comments again. Come up where we get down -35, -40 in the winter. Yeah, like I said, I've been up into Minot, North Dakota, and it's pretty far north. It's further north than a lot of the bigger Canadian cities, and it's right up on the Canadian border. But it gets pretty freaking cold up there, and I spent 2 winters. And yeah, like when I left there in December, from like the beginning of November through basically through Christmas, it never got above -15. Oh, you guys about an hour north of San Antonio? Hell yeah. There's I can't remember the name of the place or the damn channel that I was watching, but there was a pretty cool track. I think it was just on the north side of San Antonio. What the hell's the name of that town? It was a badass outdoor RC track. I'm hoping to make it down there at some point. Anything past -15 is a no-go for me. Shit starts to hurt at that point. Yes, it does. Yes, Chino's definitely keeping it alive. Nitro Time says, hell yeah, Nitro brother. Yeah, we're all Nitro brothers here. We're all keeping it alive. I think most people on here got channels with a lot of good stuff, and if not, they do a lot of support in these lives. So everybody here is contributing to keeping Nitro alive. Yeah, work sucks in the winter. The shop never gets warm enough. Doesn't matter how much you crank up the heat. Yeah, no. The worst I ever did, had to work outside in -22. Everything hurts. Even your nose is constantly running, and it doesn't make it very far. It just freezes, and then it starts to tickle. So when you go to rub, the right under your nose where your mustache is at, it starts ripping hair out, and it hurts. So yeah, winters do suck, but so much easier for me to deal with winter than the summer. Let's see. Watch a couple small shims inside. Oh, on the transmission. Thanks for the heads up, Kevin. Appreciate that. Let's see. And she says, go fuck yourself. That's true. People in Minot, well, up in the north period, I'm assuming Canadians do it too, but I never really had seen it until I went to Minot. Diesels always have that plug to keep the fuel from gelling up. All cars up there have an engine, a block heater in them. They take out the oil plug, and then they screw in the heater, and then it has a cord, just like the diesels do. Plug it in overnight. It's pretty cool. Oh, hell yeah. Tell Full Sin I said what's up. Trying to share the love. Appreciate it. That would be Thornhill. Yep. And however you pronounce that, Houghton or Hutton or Hutto. Not sure how you guys pronounce it, but yeah, Thornhill. I do remember that name. That track is badass. One of these days, I will make it down there and run on that track. I'm gonna deal with Lotus to put a different engine in the budget Baja. We have a track in Dale, Texas too, called North Control Racetrack. Hell yeah. Afna, what's up, brother? Hell yeah, I'm glad you can make it. I'm assuming YouTube didn't give you notifications again. Glad you found me. See, I think there's another track near San Antonio called Oats. Yeah, I'm sure there's tracks all over the place. I just know I saw on a channel that Thornhill track, and man, that thing is just it's a beautiful track. Had a lot of cool jumps in it. Let's even stick one to their oil pan. Yeah, that's where I was meaning, like the where the oil drain plug is, or do you mean like stick it to the pan? Because the ones I'm thinking of is a little heater that goes inside the oil pan. All aspects says, off the guy, you in here too? Hell yeah, he is. Let's see. Said I'm gonna unsub and resub and see if that helps. Cool. Appreciate that, brother. I do appreciate all the subs, guys. Been growing, I don't know, slowly but surely. The more we get our name out there, the more it'll grow. And I'm not trying to just blow up with a bunch of subs just because I'm thinking YouTube's gonna start paying me. Like Nitro Time says, we need to keep Nitro alive. So, the more of us that have more subs, the more the word gets out. People can see. And there's a lot of people that I've been noticing that put their Nitros up years ago and they're starting to get them back out. I see a lot of comments and videos, whether it's mine or other channels or whatever. So, yeah, keep all the subs, the likes, the views going, the comments. Keep that algorithm going for all these channels. Not just mine. And some of you guys that I haven't been to your channel or haven't commented, man, sometimes it just doesn't pop up, or it does when I'm at work, and then I don't get a chance to catch it. So, apologize for that. Well, I didn't find a shim, but I sure found a leaf in there. I'm gonna say that's probably some 20-year-old grease, because I've never had this open. Let's see. I had a big indoor track here, but it closed. Best track close by is the new hobby shop race complex. They just built. Yeah, that's what they have here in Omaha. The Hobby Town Hobbyplex is what they call it. I don't know how many of you guys have seen my track videos. I've only been like 3 times. Hardy boy, what is up, feller? Glad you can make it. Man, we're getting everybody in here. You have to set the subscription to all and not personalized like it does stock. Yeah, I've noticed that, like, when I subscribe to people, if I want the notifications to notify me, you got to go in there, and it's like their default doesn't do us any good. Inside close to the 2-speed. All right, thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that. I mean, that grease is still soft, but I don't know if that means that it's actually doing anything, though. Did I miss a screw? Holy shit, there's a screw on the inside there. So how do I get this piece off? Ah, I see. That is yummy. Yeah, I'd say it's about time this thing gets taken apart and gets an overhaul, because that grease is looking pretty nasty. Make sure you guys can see that. For all you pot smokers out there, that looks like the wax. Yeah, that's not very good gear grease. What do you guys recommend for these transmissions? The white lithium or just like regular marine grease? I think I got some marine grease. My daughter had a show tonight, so I'm late to the show. It's all good, brother. Family comes first for sure. This would be second family. Your first family comes first. So, not a problem at all. Let's see. He said, "Yeah, don't be smoking that." Yeah, that would really suck. Let's see. Trying to make sure I'm caught up here on the comments. Dodger boy, better late than never. Hell yeah, brother. Thanks for joining. Glad you could make it. So for some of you guys that have seen the last couple of videos and are late to this one, we've gotten the chassis all the way down to nothing. So now we're just working on the transmission. Sorry, shaking the camera around. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. I mean, I don't know. It might still be. It'd probably still work, but it could use a good refresh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put some marine grease in it. He said, "Hey, Dodger, MGT boy." Oh shit! I think Dodger has 100 of everything. All right, we're going in. You know what? Let me hit fast forward here real quick. Yeah, I can't wait till next dry day we have when I have time to run. I've been doing this all winter. This is running time, but the weather does not want to allow that. Wow, this thing looks complicated. Come on. Huh. So they have white lithium grease and whatever that other shit is called. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to break this all the way down. So we're gonna leave that as is. I want to pull this out. I guess I don't have to completely scrub this. I can probably just leave that as is and just give it a basic clean. Let's see. Oh, anybody's never seen the inside of a MGT transmission? Curious to see how all this reverse stuff works in it. Let's see what we got going here. Lotus, you talking like a full-size boat? Can't open. What are you saying can't open, Kevin? Not for sure, bud. Says, I picked up a Savage X46 the other day. Pretty good shape. It's a work in progress, though. Yeah, most of them are. People beat the shit out of them and then they put them away, and then, yeah, just like anything else, if you don't run it, basically gotta fix it all back up. But hell yeah, eventually I'd like to get a couple more Savages even. I hate only having 2 C-clip inside. Yeah, you're talking about on this one, this little E-clip here. I figured, and then it'd all pull out this way. I was thinking maybe this is like when you take apart the diffs and that the bigger diff gear comes out, and then there's probably a pin in there and it would all come out, but it didn't want to move and I didn't want to force it. .40-inch Super Sport with 26cc gas. Nice. Yeah, RC. Yep, I figured 40 inch. Yeah, I was hoping that was was the RC. You said big boat. I just thought maybe you had a full size boat. I've thought about boats, but I don't really have any place to run them. And then of course, if something happens, I got to go for a swim because I don't have a regular boat to get me out there. Self-built and painted wood hull. Nice. I've seen a lot of cool ones, just never messed with them. Let's see, we've got Breadwinner in the house. Hell yeah! I haven't seen your name here before. I'm assuming you're new to the channel. I have a Losi aftershock, looking for a gas tank replacement because the tanks make the engine run lean due to the primer. Burnt up my engine. Any recommendations on gas tank I could use? He says electric rescue boat. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know much about the Losi stuff. There's a lot of Losi guys in here, though. New, hell yeah, brother. If you enjoy what I got going, please hit that like and subscribe. We do these lives quite often, and I put out videos quite a bit. So if you're enjoying the nitro, the addiction that we have here, appreciate it. Those boats are wild. I don't know why I don't have one. I live right next to a lake. I mean, yeah, I've thought about boats. I don't know. Seemed like a big headache, and like I say, I don't want to go for a swim. You know, because then, like, often I'll have to get a second one, the electric rescue boat. Yeah, didn't you say you had to go for a swim in some freezing ass water? Because that would definitely be my luck. I think I'm just going to clean up as much grease out of here as I can, and then I got a big tube of marine grease. Wow. Whew. Huh? Yeah, this looks way more complicated than what I want to get into. That's another reason I like tearing these apart, is just to see. Oh yeah, we don't want to do all that. Just try to see how things work. But man, that really looks complicated, so let me get a fresh paper towel. We're just gonna try to clean out as much grease as possible. Sorry if I keep getting stuff off frame, guys. Oh hell, can barely see it, but there's another gear down there. There's all kinds of crazy stuff in here. Let's see. Been subscribed for a while. Nice channel. Hey, thanks, Brad. Appreciate it, man. Or, sorry, I said Brad. I think the name's Breadwinner. It's a cool name you got. Went swimming this weekend. It was chilly, 40 degrees. Ouch. Said I would need a kayak. That's not swimming. That's polar bear tip. Fell in a river in the winter. Hiking was 10 foot out of... What? 10 foot out. Water was cold as shit. 30-minute hike back to the warm. Dude, that's gotta suck, man. That's when you get frostbite. When you get wet like that and then you can't get dry and it's freezing cold. Yeah, I don't think it's really worth taking this apart any further. I'm gonna put a dab of grease down there though. Hope this stuff's still good. I've had it for a while. Yeah, I'd say it's still good. Oh, it's green. Just gotta figure out how to get it. Get it down in there where I need it. Trying to just do a very small amount. I even have this in frame. There, sorry guys. As far as I know, this grease has been in here for 20 years or whatever, so I'm just gonna try and clean some of it out. It's that white lithium grease though, it's probably still in good shape. But might as well while we're in here. Don't think I'm forgetting anything that goes on the inside. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So, I'm noticing this pin wants to move around a little bit on me. It's got to get down in that, and that gear's kind of floating around. So let's see if we can do this. Come on. There's so many loose moving pieces in there that they just kind of line each other up. Come on, get in there. reach in and turn that damn pin. What the? Oh, success. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was a win. Oh, awesome. Let's see. Makes me want to work on my truck. Yeah, I know. A while back, I started watching Hybrid. I was like, man, that makes me want to work on my shit. Way back in the day, I don't know if any of you guys ever watched. I think he had like Triple X, Kel Payne, Triple X. Haven't seen much out of him in the last few years though. He'd sit there and work on his Savages. I think he might have had a lot of copyright issues because he was always playing music, but yeah, that was always fun watching his videos. And that was before I got my Savage, and yeah, every time I'd see it, it'd just make me want my Savage or want a Savage more and more. Yeah, I'm just glad that that pin finally lined up in there. It was getting to be a little tricky. Trying to do a cross pattern. Maybe not as important with plastic like it would be with metal, but just try to make sure it's all seated properly. Anyways. Okay, I got one screw there. Did I miss one? I got 4 that go there. Where does this one go? Don't you hate it when you got a leftover screw? Did anybody see where I misplaced that screw or where I pulled it from? Patience is a good tool. Yes, sir. And Hardy Boy says it's good practice. Yeah, I try to do it with everything. I don't know where that screw goes. These 4 go here. That little piece that was on the inside, I put both those screws back in. You know what? I bet it's the one that goes here. Does that mean I put one of these? Oh, yep. So this guy here, so it's not rounded like these. I mean, I can't get the screwdriver in there looking on camera. So this is going to be beveled. As user manual, you'll come in right now. Yeah, that's why I'm not going to start putting it all back together tonight. I'm going to, so that I can film with my phone and have something in front of me, I'm going to have to print off a user manual for this, because of course one did not come with it when I purchased this 5 years ago. So, but yes, I will indeed have a user manual in front of me here, because there's so many different screws that look close and are different sizes that I don't want to try to be trying to figure out what screws go where. Okay. I'm gonna go give this a real quick scrub. It'll take me like a minute. Chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. A little bit of soapy water and a brush. This thing cleaned up real nice. It's brand new. Almost. Anyways. Yeah, and I'll do the bath party with all the parts off camera. I won't bore you guys with that. But I'm gonna get me a user's manual printed out, and then probably some point next week, especially if storms are in, we'll do another live, putting it all back together. Probably take a couple of lives. Usually putting them together takes twice as long as taking them apart. Yeah, I never had to mess with the shift points on here. It always seemed to shift pretty good. Of course, it's been 6 years since I ran it, so there's no telling what it's going to do now. It looks mostly better. I hate when your screwdriver's magnetic and you don't know it's magnetic and you end up throwing a screw. Or something. Yep, it was a screw. Okay. Sorry, I should probably adjust this a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing a little more. Let's see, I have a fresh Nitro Star T3.0 to put in it. What are we talking about here? It's supposed to rain here in Virginia all weekend. I plan on rebuilding a LST Gen RS4. Picked up a few months ago. I'm looking forward to it. Hell yeah. I can't remember, Hardy Boy. Did you say you have a channel? Because if you do, I'll be looking forward to checking that out. No, I don't. I probably should. I mean, yeah, if you wanted to, it'd be a good thing, but no worries. Yeah, when I started doing this, I mainly started doing it because, like, my dad's really into cars, but we were talking about Phoenix earlier. He lived out in Phoenix, and didn't have any way of showing him my cool stuff, and I knew he'd like it, so that was the easiest way to show him what I had going on, was to start a YouTube channel. It started out real slow, but eventually it started growing. Ugh. I think it's kind of nasty. Let's see. Work on these things every night. It's like therapy to me. I don't drink anymore, so this is what I do, but I've been in and out of the hobby for 30 years. Yeah, I drink very little. Like, I'll have a glass or two, not real strong. Like, I don't drink a lot of beer. I don't drink, I mean, you could call vodka hard alcohol, but, I don't drink to get drunk. I just have a couple of mixed drinks and relax. But yeah, I don't do it every night. I do it quite often. And it just depends. Like, when I got back into it here recently, I hit it pretty hard in the beginning. And then now, like, if I'm the kind of person, I'll get into something and I'll be obsessed with it and just keep doing it, and I'll burn myself out. So I gotta pace myself. That's nice and clean now. That bearing cleaned off. See if I can remember how this thing goes in here. Yeah, and my job won't let me smoke, so I can't do that anymore. Which, hell, that's like a hobby in of itself, the amount of money you got to spend on it. Let's see. Hardy Boy says I had to drink it all. Got a little rough during COVID, so I kicked it. My wife has a thumbs down. Yeah, I know. Sorry, guys, ran away to make some wings. Hey, not a problem, brother. Family, food, always comes first. But yeah, I'd like to smoke. I just can't. Alright. So it's still got some, we'll call it poop inside of it. Man, it's actually got a lot of poop. I didn't realize how deep that was. I guess you could say at least they used a good brand of grease. I mean, this still decent after 20 years. You can definitely tell it's drying up though. Let me look at this in the light real quick. Yeah, we got most of it. Yeah, I usually try and get as much of the oil grease out as possible, or diff oil, or whatever it is that I'm doing. Don't want to get it all mixed up, and if there's dirt in it, definitely don't want that. I swear I need to get better light. I can see this stuff, but you guys can see it really well through the camera, but like trying to do it here in person, it seems like it's really dark. Wish this gear here would just pop out like they do out of the diff housing. It'd be a lot easier. I'm gonna try one thing real gentle like, and if it doesn't work, we'll move on. Nope. It's mostly clean. Yeah, I find it's the best way to keep your nitros or any RC running at its absolute best, is to keep it all clean and fresh grease and oil. Take it apart, clean it up, kind of do a reset on it. Always tend to run better after that. So it's got that on all the way. Trying to see if I can tell if the reverse is working. Looks like it is. So it's going counterclockwise. And that's going clockwise. Hell yeah. So as far as I can tell, got her all back together properly and everything's seated inside the way it should. So many different types of screws in this freaking rig. I mean, just on the transmission, you got the hex head and you've got Phillips. I hate whenever they do that. Just makes it a pain in the butt. Trying to get situated here where I can get some leverage on this. So it looks like everybody's jumping back and forth between here and full send. Anybody in here seeing what full send's got going on tonight? I'm just curious what he's working on. Okay. So I think that piece went. Probably should have been paying better attention. I think this one. There it is. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know it's made that way because it's got this groove that fits around it, but like I can't tell if it's like a tiny grub screw or just part of the plastic mold. Ooh. Let's see. Nope, okay. I thought that piece maybe went down. So I was right. This. Yeah, here's where that manual would come in handy. For sure. Okay. And this outer piece has the same thing. Actually, I'm gonna clean this up real quick. Got some grease or something on it. Still looks like it's covered in grease. Looks like it might have been slipping or something. Oh, Hardy Boy says you got some money tied up in tattoos. Yeah. This is be my most expensive one. 16 hours of hell is what I like to call it. It was pretty pricey. All the rest of my little cheesy ass tattoos were basically just cheap shit in a small shop. Nothing spectacular. But yeah, this one that covers my right arm, it's what you'd call my pride and joy. Man, it's hard to get that damn thing lined up and stay. Janine says 16 hours of hell, huh? Yep. Yeah, and for people that haven't done like full coverage, I mean, like even here where it looks like it's my skin color, I mean, it's different shades of gray within, these are like skeleton bones. So it's a skull with a skeleton. And then these are basically the legs. Yeah, my hand swelled up like a freaking softball. But no complaints. I would like to get it finished someday, but so damn pricey. Oh yeah, it looks cool. I haven't gotten a tat in probably 15 years. Recently got the itch to get another one. I have one I'd like to cover up. Yeah, this was a cover up. So, and it was about 20 years. See if I can get a better shot here. It was 20 years from, I mean, you can't really see the cover up. There's part of it there. This is basically, it's a cemetery, and these are like dead trees sticking up, and then this is one of those like monuments. There's tombstones hidden in it. It's kind of hard to figure out where I'm at and point and describe. But yeah, did some real good work in the skull. I was pretty impressed. But yeah, he told the guy, I told him kind of what I wanted, and we picked out that skull, and then he found like a good picture of a cemetery. It's, you can see in the detail, it's basically a hill, and he did really good work in it. Damn good artist. I was like, I don't know much about how to do the art. I just know what I like when I see it. And there's not very good light either. But yeah, I was happy with it. The ditch right here, this is supposed to eventually all get filled in. I just haven't been able to go back and do it, but bruised really good right there. That's one of the worst spots. That, and then riding on that bone, yeah, that sucks. But oh yeah, thanks man, I appreciate it. Let's see. So hard to get the damn zoom right on this. Same, I have an idea, just need someone to draw it up. Yeah, exactly. Metal as hell. Hell yeah. But yeah, I lived with a tattoo that I wasn't happy with for about 20 years or so. And then I was finally able to go get it done, and it was funny because the tattoo was like up here towards the top, and he started down here, and as soon as he hit me down around that wrist area, it was on fire, and I was like, well, too late now. Gotta keep going. But I'll tell you what hurts the worst is whenever they use that white needle. I know it's not a white needle. Damn it. I hate the zoom on this thing. It's a needle where they do all the white highlights. You can kind of see some, and it's a little dry too. But yeah, everywhere that they go through and do those white highlights, man, call that thing the fire needle. I don't know why it seems to hurt so bad. I don't know if it's the size of it or what exactly it is, but I don't know. It felt like a fire poker. I didn't like it at all. But it's pretty cool watching them use it. It was like 3 rows of 5, so like a 15 needle. Yeah, that'll kind of, if you don't know what you're getting into, that'll make you a little queasy. Just, seeing them start to hit your arm with it, but let's see here. This is gonna be kind of tricky. I think I'm gonna have to get this somewhat started a little bit. Oh hell, I guess I need to put this in there too. I'm gonna zoom back out now. Let's see, what do we got? Right, I remember that when I had my forearm done. Oh yeah, on that talking about the 15 needle, or even just that little single needle for the white. And I remember it looked like a little ball, and I think they make it a little fatter to really, be able to push that white in there for the highlights. But yeah, that thing hurt. See you back for a minute. Is it a whole truck yet? Almost. Yeah, if it was Kevin Talbot's channel, he would just do a little finger snap and it'd be right back to a whole truck. But no, it's gonna be a little bit. I'm sorry. But I mean, this thing's set for so long. I just want to make sure there's not a bunch of, you know, crud built up in here that's going to wear it out prematurely. Just trying to take care of it. I didn't take the best care of it back when I used to run it. Like, probably shouldn't have been running it in the snow and ice and water and mud. But at least I hit it with some WD-40, so it didn't really rust out other than those cooling head screws. Alright, let's see. Which way is the threads? Okay, so the threads are here. Oh, you know what? I better Loctite this. We don't need our pins coming out while we're trying to drive this thing. The highlights it did burn. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. I mean, it looks great, you know, when they're done, but man, the highlights suck. YouTube magic, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kevin's really good at that. I haven't mastered that technique yet. So I'm just not quite there yet, but I mean, that guy does hours and hours of editing, it looks like. I don't have time for that. I used to edit, you know, throw some music in, whatever. I don't have the, I used to have one of the editors. What the hell is the name of it? Get in there. What was the name of that editor I used to use? Shit. Oh, I can't think of it. Adobe Premiere, no. KindMaster. Yeah, good old KindMaster. And it had a lot of cool features on it. I mean, by the time you're done editing, like for me anyways, I watch the damn thing 400 times and then I'm burnt out on it. Don't want to even see it anymore. It was fun and all, but all right, there's got to be a better way for this. There's some good YouTube magic. Balance. Come on, where's the hole? There we go. These are some pretty neat screws. You can use a nut driver or a hex. Oh shit, how the hell did I do that? Why didn't you guys tell me my brake cam fell out? I'm just messing, but seriously, my brake cam fell out. I don't think it's gonna let me put this in there. Or my brake post fell out, and it's got that little, I think it's called a cam. Come on, grab it. Sweet. Oh, shit. I don't know how you guys can see that. Just go find the hole down in there. Why? There it is. Found it. Oh, it works like it's supposed to. Okay, so that's tight. So back each one of them out. We'll give it a little more play. Actually, so that's pretty close. You know, leave it out too far. Brakes won't engage like they're supposed to. Give it just a little bit more so it's not rubbing on it, causing some friction. One side's way more than the other. There, it's pretty even. All right, that should be good. Later, babe. Have a good night. Hardy Boy says he's big enough now he may have someone editing for him. Yeah, I mean, he might. That's a real good possibility. Real good possibility. I don't know that I'd want somebody editing my videos, you know? It's like, I want it the way I want it. Some of those channels, especially the ones that pander to the kids and they do all those different game shows and stuff, or just a bunch of guys acting goofy, whatever. I can't remember the name of the channel. My son was watching one years back. I think some of those have like 2 and 3 people editing for them. I don't know. At that point, I mean, to me, I'd feel like, you know, it's not my show anymore. Not my channel. I'm just trying to clean the crud off of this. Let's see. Dude Perfect or Mr. Beast probably. Like Dude Perfect, I know it seems like they have more editors and stuff now. No, what the hell is his name? It's like he always had his hair bleached. And I think it was like him and his brother and 2 other guys. What the hell was their name? But they'd always do those goofy ass like contests. Whether they were, I don't know, they had like a big warehouse room and they were always doing some sort of contest. Like it was, it's like just a cheesy little game show or something. I can't remember the name of it, but specifically that's the channel that I was talking about. But I mean, there's a lot of them that people do the editing for them. I mean, hell, I see people doing RC videos, and you can tell somebody is actually like doing the filming for them. Like, I mean, I'm always on the road and by myself, so it's not like I could even ask my wife or anybody to do it for me. But I don't know. It'd be nice to have a cameraman. That is for sure. Or camera woman if it was my wife. Nitro Tony, what is up, brother? I'm doing good. How about you, bro? Oh yeah, that Justin guy. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to read that. Justin guy with the real buff dude. It's been a few years since I even seen it, but yeah, more than likely. GoPro has an app they call Quick that edits your videos for you with AI, but it kind of sucks. To me, the whole thing's a hobby. Working on the RC, the little bit of driving that I get to do, filming it, whether I'm making a short, making an actual video, doing a live, to me, it's all hobby. I don't want AI editing my shit. And maybe it works for some people. I'm not knocking anybody that uses it. And like you say, I guess it sucks. I can only imagine. I don't know. That'd be weird. I do remember a while back, when I was doing this shit before. What was it? I think like you or not YouTube, but like the gallery where you stores your photos and like your videos. It would actually like edit and make a video for you. Yeah, I'm getting clogged up here. And a couple times it turned out to be okay, but oh, we got a rain day today. Yeah, that's what Nitro RC says. That it's raining down in Australia. It's been raining here too. The whole world's in a storm. All right, so we took the transmission mostly apart. Basically, just kind of cleaned it up. That's weird. I'm assuming this has some kind of like. Okay, that way it's almost like it has a neutral spot in it. Maybe that's just to protect it for reverse or something. Oh, nope, there. So it's still going. What the hell? Oh, what a dumbass. I'm like holding on the damn brake. These transmissions are weird. I'm assuming that it's got something set up in there that keeps it from stripping itself out. I don't know much about. Might help if I tighten this down too. I never did crank this all the way down. And then back it off just a little bit. But part of it works off of like centrifugal force. Probably like a neutral state if it doesn't have enough rotation. It's not engaging. I don't know. There's so many pieces in there. I'm glad I didn't take it all the way apart. But I got it cleaned up and re-greased anyways. That makes me feel better. So, all right, I'm not going to dig into anything else tonight. I don't know if anybody's got any questions or just want to bullshit for a minute or whatever the case is. I'll sit on here for a few more minutes. Tony, I know that you came in late on that, and if you want to go back to the beginning and watch, feel free. The rerun will basically be up. You know, you'll always have access to it if you want to watch. Just stripping a truck down and getting her cleaned up, getting ready to go. So really all we have left is, you know what, maybe we'll take care of this nasty thing real quick. And I'm definitely going to replace all the lines in this. Actually, I'm curious, because it's been years since I've messed with any of this. I don't know if you could hear that, but it built up the pressure in there and then just stopped. So I'll do it again. So we've still got a good sealed tank. It's a good thing. I'm sure these are hard to find. Let's see what you're saying here, bro. 1 foot in the grave. Hey, brother, I've never seen you on here before. Welcome to the channel. The hell is not something you want to utter after disassembling something? Good point. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I'm pretty sure I said that when I was messing with the transmission. You know, you can sit there and spin it, and it didn't seem like it was really catching, but I think it's got like a weird clutch inside of it. I'm pretty sure it's good. Nitro Tony says, LOL, I have got a lawnmower given to me. It's all the way from the U.S. Rowley Roper. It's 47 years old. Holy crap. That's crazy. Well, bro, I'm just doing my your training install on the LST. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, I always enjoy watching people work on their stuff while I work on my stuff. For whatever reason, you need to throw that tank in ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah, but I don't have one. But what I do have is a sink with some Dawn. It works just as good, and then I'll bring some nitro in there to clean out this old Jelly Byron's. Look at that. That's kind of gross. Yeah, we'll head in here to the sink real quick. Hey, look, it looks like the same dishes I had in there last night, but I use the same ones over and over again to heat up my food. That moth was in there when I got home. Right there. And as soon as I turned on the water, he took off. I thought he was dead. But for some reason, he likes being in the sink. So I'm just going to turn the water on. I'll give him the option to leave if he wants. Come on, gather. There you go. Afraid if I try to zoom in to get you all a better shot that I'm going to end up doing the disco thing again. Sure, everybody remembers this. This jug is, I'd say at least 4 years old, if not 5. It's $42. And and this was the 30%. But I don't know. At this point, I just use it as cleaner. Had some blue magic just sitting there thinking it wasn't going to get mixed in. Yeah, this thing's got a weird system on it. If you guys can see down in there, but like there's a lot to the inside of these tanks. It's got a hose that runs and it comes down into the filter, which actually is kind of neat. Catches it out of the lowest point of the tank. Pretty good idea. Hell yeah. Byron's took its jelly back. This thing's pretty sticky and nasty. Oh my god. That thing is just nasty. Maybe I should have done what Tony said and used the ultrasonic cleaner. Damn shame I don't have one. I guess this probably isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but it's all part of the process. Got a little bit of something inside of it. They're worth every dollar, bro. You clean everything. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to look into it, see what I can find. I hear people talking about them. I'm just never had one. Go some more orange magic. Whatever it is stuck behind that tube. There we go. Yeah, like, I don't know what all is in there. I mean, it's just part of the tank, you know. I don't know much about these and all the different things that make them work, but think it's still got a little bit of gunk in there. We'll give it a couple more shakes after we make sure that the outside is... Man, whatever this is some sticky shit. Well, Dawn don't want him to take it off. It's just smearing it. Oh, WD-40's helping. That WD-40's taking it right off. I saw some messages pop up. Is text leaving? Is that what was going on? You lucky mall lady would kick me out if I watched the Nitro part of the kitchen sink. I'm in my own apartment. I work on the road, so I get per diem through my job, so I rent an apartment, and yeah, I live on my own here, so the only thing I usually do in the sink at home is the air filter. I don't usually do anything this nasty. But as long as I clean it up, my wife's pretty good about understanding. She treats me good. This brush is about half. This brush cleaned here a couple months ago. It did like 7 of them back to back. Nitro's just taking them apart and cleaning the snot out of them. Let's see. Heard you said you're getting off. I'll try and catch the next stream. Used to be big into RC, so would love to see some working on a hobby I love. Oh yeah, bro, appreciate it. I'm not gonna be on here much longer. I just saw this and figured we'd give it a quick clean, but do appreciate you joining in. And next week, hopefully the weather's good and we'll be doing some live nitro burning. So hope you can join us. Yeah, I'm definitely about to get off here in the next, I don't know, few minutes or so. Man, it's got all kinds of cruddy stuff in there. I know, shouldn't mix water with the RCs, but I'll make sure it's good and dry before I put any fuel in it and run it. Still got a little bit in there. Oh, damn it, get out of there. They didn't want to come out. Yeah, I wish old Byron's was still around. There's some good fuel. My local hobby store always had it. I think the owner passed away, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of like something that happened with Novarossi. There. I think I got it all now. I gotta get all this shit off my hands before I mess with my phone. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody joining in. I've done 3 of these in a row this week, just trying to get this thing cleaned up. So if it gets boring, let me know. We'll switch it up, but just trying to, have some fun so everybody can join in while they're working on their own shit. Next week we're gonna get back into doing some of the nitro running outside. Maybe I'll run into that guy with the drone again. That was pretty cool. Alright. Cool. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, stay tuned. If you're not getting the notifications, sorry. One Foot in the Grave says, hey, I'll keep an eye out for that. Have a good night, man. Cool, thanks, bro. You too. Everyone else, have a good night. I appreciate it. And like I said, if YouTube's not doing the notifications, maybe, if you're wanting to anyways, go in there and make sure that, Texas Hill said it earlier, you got to make sure that it's all notifications instead of private, something like that. But it's like their default setting. It defaults to suck. So, I don't know, maybe that'll help some people out, but appreciate it, everybody. Have a good night. Later, Hardy Boy. Take it easy, guys.